Hey guys, so for the next couple of days, I'm going to be in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park photographing waterfalls and rivers and maybe some larger scenes, but we came down here mainly to see family, and then I have a couple days just to explore around and do some photography. I'm at this spot called the Little River. It's one of the lesser known photography locations in the Smoky Mountains. I know about this place because I've seen Alan Brock's videos. He's made a lot of river scenes here. There's one waterfall in this river area, but it's mostly about the waterfall scenes. Now what I had here was a vertical composition. I had one boulder in the front, and then it kind of leads off because there's a lot of moss on these rocks, which looks really nice. It kind of leads off into the distance. For my settings, I had f45, about 1 second or 0.8 seconds, something around that area. I did expose them on black and white film. It's just not very colorful, so I brought a little bit of color film, but not that much. So one thing that's changed a little bit is now that I'm looking up, the clouds have covered up the sun. When I took this image before, it was really contrasty because you had the light reflecting off the white water, then you had some shadows underneath here. Now it's just kind of softer and moodier, so that might make it so that I can get some moodier kind of softer light shots back down the trail when I go explore it, because I came down here, there's some interesting stuff, so now I'm going to go back over to that area and see what I can find. I'm not sure how today is going to go in terms of photography. Pretty successful already because I've exposed 2 sheets of film, but I guess I'll just have to find out. One last thing, guys, I also got a haircut because I've been needing one for a long time. So hair looks a lot better now, not messy and all over the place. So yeah. Alright, so this is my last full day in the Smoky Mountains, and today I wanted to go out and find some waterfall locations. Right now I'm at a place called Spruce Flats Falls. We woke up at like 7 a.m. to see this, and we hiked here right as the sun was coming over the mountains. It was really great, but it's actually really accessible, and there's not that many people here. There was only one group of people who came, but they were really courteous, and they never even stepped anywhere near my shot. So I'm just here taking a couple color images. I would have loaded some black and white film, but I just didn't really have time this morning. So I exposed 2 sheets of Vector 100. I'm gonna have to load film before I go out again. But I'm gonna talk to you about the camera settings, what I use. So the main thing that I use that I think makes this shot work is back tilt. Now I used all of the back tilt that I possibly could on this camera, and what back tilt does is it allows light from the bottom of the image striking the top of the frame, because when you're taking an image it's upside down and backwards. It kind of makes it expand more. It kind of makes the foreground have a more wide angle effect, which is just what I needed considering that I'm using a 210 lens. 210 would be like probably like a normal lens The millimeter measurements for large format and digital are different, so this scales online, it'll tell you that stuff. But this place is really cool. I've seen some of Alan Brock's images on this location, and they look really awesome. There's not as much color as I would want since I'm here in the winter, but there are some cool icicles around the waterfall, which are really neat. So I just exposed 2 sheets basically. Settings were f51, just because I was a bit unsure that I get everything in focus. About 10 seconds reciprocity failure. You might, if you're doing large format photography and you're doing long exposures, you're probably going to want the reciprocity timer app to calculate exactly how much time you need. So I'm going to pack up here, and I might go to one more waterfall place today, but I think this shot is going to turn out really nice.